Hello peoples of the interwebs. I'm Matt with another status report vlog. Well, I just had another test in the same class I've been going to every single time I do one of these, and I have a 30-minute break. So why not talk to you guys about life and things and other arrangements and types of deals. So most recently what happened to me is I started really getting into these Hunger Game books. Now, when I was in school, I tried reading them, but during the normal semester, it's impossible to get reading done. You cannot read a book and just be satisfied with it. It's all this giant, big, I don't know, I don't have time for it. So during the regular semester, I maybe read like 5 chapters of the Hunger Games tops. And then the other day, I was like, oh, I finally have time to read this again. So I went back to it. Read the entire book in a day. The entire rest of the book in a day. I was up till 5 a.m. Complete accident. I was just like, oh, I'll read myself to sleep. That'll help me get tired. Apparently it didn't. I was too engaged in the book, and then it was just like, oh, it's 5 a.m. So that happened. And then I was like, oh man, it's too bad I missed the movie. And then I looked on movies.com to see when it would come out on DVD. The answer is August 18th. But the funny thing is, I clicked get showtimes because, like, you know what, maybe there's some obscure theater that still happens to be showing this shit. There was. One theater, one showtime, last run. I was like, oh shit, I gotta see this. Now, I've always said, always said, if you do not read a book directly before you see a movie for that book. But I was too pumped up. I couldn't say no to myself. So what ended up happening is I finished the book 5 a.m. I saw the movie a couple hours. I saw the movie later on that same day. Oh my god. Never do this, because what ends up happening is you end up judging the movie hard. A lot harder than you should be. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a great movie. It's a fine movie. But I judged it way too much harder because, like, when you read a book, they can write and detail things to such a level that if it doesn't meet your specifications in the movies, then it's just, it comes up short. Now for me, when I was reading the book, I imagined the most gory thing possible. Like, I'm just gonna make up random instances without spoiling anything. Like, they described a cut on this guy's leg. In the book, they basically described it as, like, going from here, like, up to, like, the inner thigh. And being, like, getting, like, poisoning and blood poisoning and pus coming out of it. In the movie, it was just like, it was just about like that. I don't know how good of an angle you got, but it was like, that big. I'm like, that doesn't look bad at all. That looks like you just rubbed some dirt on it. But in the book, it was like, oh shit, his blood's not clotting. He's getting blood poisoning. And they made it so much big of a deal. Another girl in the book got her head bashed in by like a brick or a boulder or some crap. And in the movie, he's just like, oh, I'm going to throw you against this thing that's obviously can't kill you in real life. Maybe knock you out. Not kill you on impact like that. And there was things like that. I was like, oh, come on. And it was disappointing. I'm like, yeah, I know it's a PG-13 movie. But still, it was disappointing that it wasn't fully realized. I feel like they were going for PG in a way, but no, there was too much blood for it to be PG. At the same time, there was no way in hell it could. I don't know. I feel like the movie could have been done a lot more justice if they just said, screw it, let's go for the R rating. But of course, then the majority of their demographics gone. I don't know, that was my biggest gripe with the Hunger Games. And that in the beginning went really slow, but I felt the slowness of the beginning was appropriate because the beginning of the book went very slow. Like, the entire first third of the book is the prelude to the actual Hunger Games. So, I don't know. It was good, but at the same time, my mental image of the book, because of that, it like came up short. That end, they showed a couple scenes here and there between like the game maker and the president that didn't happen in the book. Presumably happened off screen, off page. But, oh well. I'm reading Catching Fire now. That doesn't come out in theaters till November 22nd of 2013. So we've got a long wait for that one, and I'm telling you, I'm not going to reread that one this time, so that way I can just be like, oh yeah, I remember that. Maybe not to that detail, but because the thing is, when you just read something, literally the entire book the night before, you remember it to such intricate detail that if the movie doesn't meet your specifications, you get pissed. That's why I didn't reread any of the books before I saw the later Harry Potter movies, and I ended up liking those a lot more than the earlier ones, probably because I reread the books each time. I reread all the Harry Potter books like 5 times each, but I haven't read through them since like 8th grade. So it's like, don't judge me. Holy crap, this is going on longer than I thought. Anyway, there's no way you guys are going to catch the Hunger Games in theaters, so just wait till August 18th. Definitely worth a watch. Read the book first, but read it now and get it done in like a week. Then watch it when it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray, and you'll like it. Anyway, that's really all. This one's went on a lot longer than I usually like these two. So that's all the time we have this time, guys. I've been Matt Goldsman. Check out more at youtube.com/MattGCPC. Check out gaming videos at youtube.com/gamerscast. Till next time, as always, I'll catch you next time. Oh, that was a terrible closing. I can't close on that. Yes, I can.